not?
They're coming to get you, Barbara.
What an excellent day for an exorcism.
We all go a little mad sometimes.
I like to dissect girls. Did you know I'm utterly insane?
I am the devil, and I am here to do the devil's work.
We have such sights to show you.
Who's laughing now?
I get crazy. I'll kill you all. I'm the greatest man you ever had. I am your worst dream come true. I'm everything you ever were afraid of.
They're here.
They are here. Indeed. My God, we're live.
Hello, everyone. Let me open up my screen. There we go.
I'm so annoyed. Yeah, I didn't get a chance to share everybody, so I apologize if you see me looking to the side. Just because they didn't tell me that we were live, I couldn't find the link for the longest time, and I'm the one who hit the buttons. I hit buttons.
Yeah, it's okay. I did what sharing I could because some groups are so annoying. You can only post on the full moon on the third Monday of the month at 2:45 p.m. Like
even that's a maybe. It's like, oh, no, we'll think about that. We'll think about it.
Yeah. Oh shit, my camera keeps going in and out of focus. Maybe I should stop moving. There we go. I'm gonna be sniffling a lot. I will say my allergies are acting up today.
Oh no. Well, mix that with the fact that we're gonna probably do a little bit of a shorter show today, not because the Aztecs aren't important, but because they're very confusing.
And I am going to butcher all of. Hold on, I like the sound.
Shit, sorry. There we
go. I'm gonna butcher these fucking names. So don't get mad at me.
So not alone on this one.
Yeah. Holy shit, these names are really hard to pronounce. I only wrote down the names of the 5 main deities that they would sacrifice to. And that's part of why I kind of wanted to talk about them is the whole like sacrificing thing, like human sacrifice. It's fucking gnarly. Wild.
Oh yeah. No, it gets very interesting. And I mean that's a lot of work to do for corn. I mean, I like corn, don't get me wrong. And rain is cool, but like several hundreds of or tens of thousands of people to hundreds of thousands of people. It seems like a bit much. It's a little extreme.
Yeah, a little much. Also, rain just kind of falls on its own. The sun comes out every day.
It has not yet stopped. But then again, we still murder each other all the time. So maybe there's something to it.
Maybe they weren't wrong.
We haven't tried not killing people like in mass since the beginning of time. So there might be a little bit in the background, you know, like, oh, the sun's super happy today because like another 20 people died or something. I don't know. But
I wonder if it could be used in court. It's like it's a religious practice.
There was a guy in California who had to kill so many people to keep a giant tsunami from destroying all of California or most of California.
Oh,
and he killed like 13 people, I think. And to this day, I mean, no super tsunami has wiped out California. So maybe he did it.
I think he's onto something.
Could be. But today, we're not talking about this dude who had the luxuries of, you know, electricity and guns and the wheel. We're talking about a whole culture who built, you know, their own pyramids, their own ecosystems, their own religious and cultural beliefs, and amphitheaters that could rival anything in Europe. And they did it all without the wheel. So let's talk about the Aztecs. And I guess we'll go, like you said, first, let's go into some of their deities, yeah?
Sure. Okay. So, basically, okay, I'm going to try. Okay. Huitzilopochtli. Oh, God. I said it earlier. That makes me so mad. I don't know how we're going to do this. I maybe want to put, like, the name in the comments. Because, like,
Huitzilopochtli is as close as either of us is going to get, so...
Huitzilopochtli. Chipotle!
Pizza Chipotle, yes. I believe that's close
Pizza
enough.
Chipotle. Yeah. That sounds
All the
good.
Chipotle.
Pizza Chipotle. That's close to it too.
A nice little taste to it. Yeah.
Right. So he was their sun god or god of the sun. And he had a sister, and I didn't write her name down, but this is their lore, like their myths and stuff. So basically, this sun god had to fight the moon goddess, his sister, every day, in order to rise. So she comes out at night, and then he fights her off, and then he comes out during the day. So she's like dead in the evening. And by the way, if I'm wrong on any of this, I would like people to correct me, because I am not Mexican. I'm not of Aztec descent. I have no idea what I'm fucking talking about. I got this off of YouTubers. So if they're wrong, let me know.
No, the YouTubers got it pretty much right, because that is the era we are living in right now. Apparently, there's been 5 different suns. We are in the 5th sun, which is the brother sister chasing each other. For some reason, I don't even know why they're angry at each other, but apparently it's enough to where they have to kill each other every night. Very fun. But before that, you had, I believe it was just a big ball of fire was the first one, and it wasn't strong enough. So then the next one, for some reason, the god of like the seas and heavy rain created a sun, and every time the gods have to kill or sacrifice one of themselves to create a new sun.
Okay.
So one of the
I didn't get that deep into it.
What do you call it? No, yeah, it gets pretty fascinating, but that's kind of
it's cool.
Gets us to these suns, the Quetzalcoatl, who is the sun we see now, sort of ish. Hey Tim,
not like the sun, like the sun.
Right. Oh.
Not like a child.
No, which would not make sense. That's not gonna help heat the planet. Children, no.
Hi Timothy, how are you? Good to see y'all. If you guys could share, those that are watching, please share as much as possible, because
that would really help out. Yeah.
There's only so many groups that you're allowed to post in now. Even somebody that we've met, I posted to one of their groups, and they declined it because they only want their specific content, which is fine. I'm not upset about that.
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
You know. Anyway, so to basically lend their strength to these gods, they do the sacrifices, because they sacrificed for us, is their belief. They sacrificed for us, so we're going to sacrifice for them and to share strength. So yeah, like basically the gods, they, like you said, they sacrifice themselves for humans, and so it's only fair that we return the favor.
Oh, 100%, yes. And then I have some pretty sweet images you sent me. Which one are we going with first? Do you want to show off some of the sacrificial art?
Oh, yeah, real quick. Yeah, go ahead.
All right, I'm going to bring that up real quick, because it is, I mean, I know it's a little old, it's obviously older, and it's not the nicest art technically, but it is really fascinating what they wanted to leave behind, you know?
Yeah, so this is basically, they go up to the temple of the specific god that they're sacrificing to, for. And they have these, sometimes they were chosen, sometimes from what I heard, I'm not 100% on this, some of them volunteered to be sacrificed because it was a huge deal. Like, you were treated like the actual gods, like if you were being sacrificed. So in this case, it looks like the priest is cutting out the heart, which was very, very common for most sacrifices. You would present the heart to your deity. Unfortunately, most times after they were done with the heart, they just threw the body down the stairs. And that's depicted here.
They're really just tossing that guy down. You can see one dude holding his feet right there because not everyone went willingly. And even if you do go willingly, I'm sure you struggle. Like as soon as you realize what's about to happen.
Of course, and the pain of being literally gutted alive will make someone want to fucking struggle.
I would hope so. Yeah, it's like, well, I don't think I would take that lying down, pun intended. But yeah, they had a lot of people within the culture of the Aztecs that would willingly go and be, part of the tradition, part of the society, and they were usually like the poorer group of people, like what would be considered, I guess, peasants or serfs in like Europe. But
sometimes noblemen, very rarely, but sometimes.
Yeah, if there was a harvest that needed a little extra juice, they would get someone a little bit higher up. And
like
still, it was a big honor.
Hey, you're a little richer than these peasants. Why don't you? Come on, we need more grain or whatever.
We need you on this. All right, come on, help us out. But for the most part, yeah, like you said, there's a lot of hearts getting ripped out, and the priestess up there, as we could see in the little white hat, would actually bite the heart quite often. And there was a lot of cannibalism in this ritual because they were trying to release the energy and the spirit for the gods to continue to do their job.
Right. So they would cut pieces of the body off and they would pass it around to everyone, basically like in the audience and stuff, and do like a ritualistic eating of the flesh. There was a particular, oh my god, which god is it? Hold on. There's a god of let's see. Oh, which one was it? Okay. So Sipe Totec. I think that's how you say it. I'm not 100% sure. But basically they would the person to be sacrificed would walk around the city for a few days, or I think like a month or however long up to the sacrifice. They would just kind of walk around the city and they'd get all kinds of perks like women, feasts, they'd be treated basically like I mentioned earlier, like gods. Like they would the people would give them gifts and all kinds of stuff. Like it was just really like a cool thing that like you were basically a celebrity.
Yeah.
And but in this particular instance, this god required skin of the sacrificed basically to be worn by people, and they would walk around in this person's skin because this god I guess is like a flayed god.
Yes. That's always been impressive to me in a weird way, to be able to like remove someone's skin. Like that's the weirdest, but that's the only way I can describe it. It's very impressive that they did something like that.
Yeah. Crazy. But yeah, they would walk around wearing the skin of the sacrificed person, and they would mimic the god as well while wearing the skin of the person who mimicked the god before. So it's like I don't know. It's like an Inception sort of thing.
It's funny. I had to put that on, Bob. Yeah, no, Bob. I don't think that was the first tortilla or the first taco. But you know what? I'm sure that would have pleased a lot of gods if that would have been the first taco.
Maybe.
Here's actually a photo real quick I found of come on. This is a statue of somebody who's going to be sacrificed wearing the skin of, or the priestess wearing the skin one of the sacrificed.
Interesting. That's pretty cool.
There was a painting too. I can't find it, but they did a lot of depictions of this god wearing the skin of others. For the life of me, I didn't really see a reason why they had to do that, but it very much. No, I think it represented like the corn harvest, like coming out of the husk or something.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I never understood. Like, I couldn't find the reasons why, like the specific reasons behind all this stuff. I could only find like whatever these YouTubers were giving me.
What do you call it? Yeah, that one was. I think that's still a puzzler for most people out there. I don't know if they fully understand why they're sacrificing all of these people, especially
like why it was so like accepted. That's just what. And Norse pagans did it too. Whenever they had like someone noble die or somebody of like great importance, like they would kill their horse. And then they'd have a slave sacrifice themselves and also go so that I guess they believed that they would have servants and stuff like slaves and all their possessions and stuff in the afterlife. So that kind of makes sense as to why maybe.
Yeah, no, it makes sense.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's a reasoning, you know. A lot of the times they think that for the Aztecs at least, because it was a lot like where sort of like Roman the way the Romans set up their society with the different city states kind of scattered throughout, and one of them being the main one. And the main one here was the city built, which is now Mexico City. So all of the smaller tribes throughout the area would be raided. And instead of killing their enemies, they would take them and sacrifice them to kind of keep.
Yeah, they called it. There was something like a flower war or something. Basically, they would fight just to wound people and bring them back to sacrifice them, bringing prisoners of war a lot of times,
which is intense and doesn't sound like the best way to do warfare. Like I figured you want to just kill them, be done with it, but that's fine. It's whatever. Yeah, because they had full on rituals for not just like the harvest or to keep the sun and moon going, doing their thing, which was a daily ritual. They had
it for everything. Once a month, there was a new, and also their calendar is longer than ours. They had an 18-month year.
Yeah. Oh, let me show. We have the calendar too. I think you sent that my way.
Yeah.
So that up.
Yeah, they had an 18-month year, so it was. Every month they had something for a different god or like a different reason. So they were sacrificing at least 20,000 people a year.
That was on the conservative side too. People thinking.
Yeah. This is really cool. I really like this. This is the Aztec calendar.
Yeah, it's a beautiful piece of artwork, and
so intricate and detailed.
Oh yeah, oh man, and I don't know how many of my friends and people I know I'm gonna get the Aztec calendar on my back or something like
the tattoo.
It's kind of big. Like, oh, I'm gonna get it a good size so the detail looks good. Like, you might be there a while.
You're gonna be sitting for multiple sessions for multiple hours doing this.
I swear.
If you really want it to look good, it's gonna take a while.
Oh yeah, I know at least 2 people who have it partially on them somewhere. I swear.
Oh no.
Hey Richard, how's it going? Bobby, yeah, there are quite a few cultures throughout history. I bet you today we have cultures that still do human sacrificing.
I'm sure there are untouched people out there, like untouched civilizations. There's got to be a couple.
For sure.
I mean, the world is so big. Not everybody's explored everything. I mean, like I mentioned in multiple episodes, we've only discovered or explored like 5% of our ocean. So imagine how much land is out there that we just can't get to, but they know how to survive in.
That's a good point. Yeah, there's cultures that we do know of that have changed their biology because of where they live. They have to.
Yeah, in the Philippines.
Yeah, the
right?
fish peoples.
Yeah, that's fucking dope.
Intense. I love it, but it's intense.
Intense.
No, not that kind of. Well, maybe those kind of tense. I don't know for sure. But,
hey, Richard, how are you?
Oh, yeah. If you look into some of the other Aztec celebrations, because they use it as celebration too. When they finished the giant pyramids in certain areas, there would be big sacrifices for that. One of the more, I guess it was more like myth than I think real, but they said they sacrificed like 80,000 people in like 5 days or something. And just the sheer numbers of that, because if you go to those areas and the ruins, they can kind of still get a feel for how big the courtyards were and exactly how many people they could fit in there. And some of the acoustic systems that they built were so perfect that you could hear a whisper from one side of this huge amphitheater to the far back area. So it was built so they could speak to everybody, which is freaking crazy.
Yeah, that's really cool.
They had enough room where they could have fit 80,000 people to sacrifice, and then the people to watch them be sacrificed. It doesn't mean it happened, but that's just insane that it was big enough to hold everybody at once.
How crazy is it that these buildings, these structures were so fucking huge, so big.
Without the wheel. Again,
without the wheel. This is that's pure manpower.
They call it. I still say it was mainly slave power for them as.
Man, slave.
Man, that's fine. I mean, they're just dudes. Kick them to the curb.
Human power.
What do you call it? Let me see if I can find a bigger picture of one of these. There we go. There's a pretty large one. And these are, I mean, I'm sure everyone's have seen these at some point or another, but just to get a reference while we're talking about it, this is, I mean, it's an impressive structure.
That's fucking cool. And it looks so tiny, but like I bet like if you go there, I've seen like clips, like video clips of people standing right outside and they're like, but they look so little and cute.
Yeah, it is huge. Actually, Bobby, that's a really good one, by the way. The theory that Jesus was sacrificed to appease the Roman gods.
Speaking of Roman gods, which this probably isn't even Roman, but the Roman Catholic Church, there's a theory that they actually worship a fish god. Because if you look at their hats, the pointed hat like that, there was a fish god way, way, way back in the day who wore a hat like that. And if you turn their hat sideways, it looks like a fish with an open mouth.
I don't remember any fish talk when we were doing Sunday school, but then again, I wasn't paying attention.
The loaves and fishes.
What do you call it?
Everyone was a fisherman in the Bible.
Well, that was mainly for eating, though. That was like because everyone was hungry. There wasn't enough bread.
Just saying. I want to look more into it.
Yeah, check that out because
we can do an episode on that maybe.
On fish gods and fish people. Boom.
Mm-hmm.
What do you call it?
Dagon.
Hack Studios LLC. Hey, how's it going? How you doing? I like that name. I like that name a lot. But yeah, so back to the Aztecs and their pyramid building and whatnot. As we saw in the picture before, because I switched it from the sacrifice, this entire set of stairs all the way down would be a drop for the bodies. I mean, the picture we showed was like, it looked like 4 steps, and they just dropped a body. No, this is a tumble down into what would be waiting is a giant crowd of people who are going absolutely shit crazy happy for this.
Yeah, they literally just threw the bodies over the side. And how long? I wonder how long it would take them to go down.
Oh my gosh. We gotta do some math.
Imagine trying to fucking climb those fucking steps.
Like Rocky Balboa, motherfucker. Yeah, boom.
And being the one who's getting sacrificed, walking up there. Some people I heard they had to be physically carried because they started to resist once they got like a certain ways.
yeah.
They didn't want to do it anymore. Like, I'm just kidding.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
And
and they had to be physically dragged. That's so sad and scary.
Bobby, we do have a Facebook page under the same name,
Yes.
Girls Gore and Gin. Be sure to
Mhm.
check that out. Appreciate it.
On Instagram, it's a little complicated. We can put something out there if you want, though, like our handle,
I'll put
because
it in the comments.
there's a lot of dots. Yeah, we had to change it because we got hacked. Our old
Damn.
account got hacked. Literally, someone logged us in and then probably changed the password and kicked us out. So there's no way we can get into that one. And it sucks because you had the original name. We didn't have to do anything like special to it.
No dots. But it's okay because you can still find us. There, I put it in the comments right there real quick. Girls.gore.and.gin. Boom.
Yep.
Yeah. But what was I gonna say? Oh my goodness, totally lost my train of thought.
The steps, people dying, being thrown off the side.
Oh yeah. My goodness. Yeah, as the drop happens, there's a big crowd right there. I still say most of them were forced to be sacrificed. It's just, I don't think that many people wanted to be sacrificed. I think there's definitely not enough on a daily basis to keep the sun and moon chasing each other.
Especially the children for the rain, because
oh fuck yeah,
this particular god required child sacrifices. The god of rain, of water, and fertility. Basically, archaeologists I cannot speak. Archaeologists found the bones of these children, and from the looks of it, they really suffered before they died because this particular god required children's tears.
Oh god! I mean, they were
almost like a dream chrome. Like, it's not gonna work unless the kid's fucking scared to death.
I was gonna show some like artwork, but don't type in child sacrifice Aztecs or child sacrifice at all. Yeah. Oh god, this is like the worst thing I've ever seen.
Are you gonna get put on a list? I feel like every time we look for something, we're gonna get put on a list of some kind.
Like I think Bobby put it in the comments on YouTube. Yeah, the deep state. In this case, the deep state might be right. This is one time they might be like, oh yeah, they caught the right guy. There is so much horrible shit for child sacrifice around the world. It's like every single goddamn culture. It's not even. It's not. Oh my god! All right, that's a whole other topic for another day. I'm gonna.
Yeah, it's really sad. But basically, this god or a man who decided that this god needed this, which that's what I say to all of this. To be honest, like I think someone just wanted to control a group of people because that's how it all starts out with religion and cults and stuff.
Yeah, it's true.
In every religion, every single one, there it starts out with like a guy who has an idea of how to keep people controlled. And it's even said too that a lot of these sacrifices still went on because they were trying to intimidate like other clans and stuff around them.
Oh, absolutely.
So that they wouldn't try to fuck with them.
I mean, yeah, no, 100% true because there's no way you would do this with only the benefit of creating a harvest. You know, all of this had to be time. There was people who were the priests who were only chosen because they had a certain head shape. By the way, like they had like a character.
What?
Yeah, that's how you got chose to be part of the religious order. There was a defect.
My God.
But it was built as a way to. I would understand like three things. It would be obviously suppress the other tribes around you to keep them under control, keep their numbers down, and then keep the people in your own place entertained. The same way Rome would use like the Colosseum.
Yeah, the lions and shit, like like Spain, the fucking matadors and the bulls.
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
keep
same idea.
everyone. And America with the NFL, football. Keep us entertained. Keep us quiet. Go watch your football. Let the government handle things.
What do you call? I would say, yeah, all of that wraps into one. I mean, fuck, American Idol, the Kardashians. That's all just
Ugh,
mindless. It might not be
Kardashian.
violent anymore, but it's just mindless, consumable entertainment that you don't have to think about anymore. You just do.
I'm not gonna lie. I do love me a little Steve Wilkos. He was Jerry Springer's not bodyguard, but he worked on Jerry Springer as like one of the one of the
Oh,
guys.
the security.
Yeah, he has his own show now. It is absolute garbage TV, but I love it.
Oh, everyone needs a garbage. You know, it's like what's his name? Who's the comedian? Oh, everyone has their own form of McDonald's. You know.
Jim Gaffigan, yeah.
Yeah, it's true though.
Oh, someone got a new haircut. Why do we care? Because it's McDonald's. Why do I give a shit?
Yeah. It's true though. Like everybody, I mean, you see the biggest cultures before they fall. At least they had to have something to keep people from tearing themselves apart, and that usually falls under horrible things.
Yeah. It's worked for years. I mean, look at us. Shit's going on in the Ukraine right now. We just gave them a bunch of fucking guns. Hunter Biden somehow in the mix of all that, and nobody's paying attention to all the shit that he's been doing or that he has done.
Yeah.
Daddy Biden's defending him and shit too. So I don't know. It's a fucking mess.
Oh god, yeah, it's not going to get any better anytime soon. So
No.
hopefully, if everything falls as far as like money wise goes, then maybe I can afford, gas and whatnot again. Once everything inflates so high it falls apart.
Make gas cheap again.
I mean, if they can at least do that, at least make the gas cheaper. You know, so I can stop complaining about everything else. Gosh,
seriously. I honestly think that this whole abortion thing too, how it's all of a sudden like getting crazy, like all these states trying to, we're just going to overturn all this shit. Like, I think that's a distraction. I honestly think that if they wanted to take women's reproductive rights away, it would have already happened.
Oh yeah. I mean the whole thing is it's supposed to be what's the word I'm looking for? To go back to states' rights or whatever they want to say it's for. But I mean
a lot of nonsense.
There's so many, like, what is it? I would bet you 99% of the states aren't even going to change shit if it goes that way. You're only looking at the most ridiculous kind of backwards areas that are going to fall to some real weird shit that I don't appreciate.
Yeah.
But
Richard's just ready for the asteroid.
I hope it's not like, I don't want it to be like Don't Look Up. There's another
I don't want to
one.
die. I just want to like hitch a ride and go somewhere.
Oh, what is the name of the other movie? Oh my gosh. Asteroid movie. Oh my gosh. I need a second because this is like
Hey Gary.
Not Asteroid. What are you called? Damn it. There's another movie that came out like, what's that?
The Comet?
No. It wasn't named after that. It wasn't named after an asteroid, but it was
No, I'm just saying a comet is like a version of an asteroid.
Oh yeah. Hey Gary,
like, is that the word you're looking for?
No. It's an asteroid. It's an asteroid movie.
Oh, okay.
But it's
Armageddon?
No, it's a lot newer than that. It came out like right after or right before Don't Look Up came out, and everyone was like, "Oh, this is such a good movie." But this one seems so much better because it didn't focus on like how to stop it or anything. It just focused on like individuals, what they would do living their last day, basically. And it was
well,
I don't think it was Impact. Gosh dang it.
Look at my lip. How crooked it is. Sorry, I just got distracted. Just looking at my crooked mouth.
It's not that crooked. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it is. It's pretty bad.
Impact. No, it wasn't Impact. It's gonna bug me.
I don't know. Let's look it up. You know what? Let's look it up because it's gonna bug me too.
It's I have no idea where to find it even right now.
So what? It's an apocalypse movie.
Kind of, but it really doesn't focus on any of that stuff. It focuses on just people's like last day. Like it doesn't really go into how the world came to be. Or how the world came to be how it was. It literally just goes into like, you know what? It all ends and we all just have to kind of accept it.
Let's see. Do. The Tomorrow War. No. When did it come out? 2021?
I can't even say that for sure.
Well, poop. Okay. There's Wormwood. I just literally typed in Apocalypse movie 2021. Chaos Walking, Awake, The Tomorrow War, Warning.
The new Firestarter's on Peacock already? Oh shit, I gotta see that. No, I'm not looking for a friend at the end of the world, but that's a really good one too. Oh, this is gonna drive me insane. It's got a great cast too. It's got like several members of Always Sunny, of Portlandia. It's a comedy more than anything, really.
Oh my god, it's gonna bug me too. I'm gonna help you find it.
I feel like we're gonna be sorely mistaken at this. I feel like I'm gonna give up in a second because I have no idea where. I don't remember the name of it at all, or else this would be so helpful. Just a little like guesstimate of what it is.
Okay.
Police Academy might be it, Richard. It might be. Oh my god. World.
Let's see.
Netflix.
It's Always Sunny cast in Apocalypse movie. Nope.
It's not the end of the fucking world. It's not that
Somebody help us.
Anybody out there? Let me see.
Please.
This is the end. No, it's not. This is the end. That's a terrible movie. Oh my goodness.
You're gonna remember after we wrap, and you're gonna be like, "God damn it!"
Somehow it's gonna. Yeah, that's how exactly it's gonna fucking happen. Oh, it's gonna make me so mad.
Shit.
Nope. I'm gonna rely on my old.
Okay, so what are the actors' names? And It's Always Sunny that are in the film, and I can look up.
I am looking him up right now. Yeah, it's Charlie Day.
He's in this movie.
How It Ends. Oh my gosh. Yes.
Did you find it?
Yes. How It Ends.
Oh, my mother-in-law's been trying to tell me about this movie.
It is really well done. It's basically about a girl in LA who has an estranged relationship with her parents, with her love of her life, with her best friend, and she has waited to the very last moment to make these reconciliations because her inner self is telling her, like, you need to go do this shit before. And you can't just get super high and stare at the sky until it ends. It does not work that way. And the entire world is doing ridiculous things. Like there's a girl who's a teacher, but she wanted to do stand-up. So she's literally standing in the middle of a road doing her bit. Like that's how she spends her last day. There's a woman
That's gonna be me singing into the oblivion before shit.
There's a girl who's singing a song and she's just stopping people to ask them to sing along with her. And
that's gonna be me because I'm not doing shit with well, I mean, I'm getting the studio up. That's the closest thing I can get.
Yes, that counts. That counts. Okay. Oh my god, that tangent just killed my brain. Oh.
I thought this was gonna be a short episode too. Look at us go.
I think we'll end. I have one more thing to talk about the Aztecs before we end anything. And I think you sent me a picture of it as well. But that is the Aztec death whistle. Yeah.
I knew it was going to be the death whistle, bro. The Mayans had one too.
What do you call it? The Mayans were cheaters. They just stole it. No, I'm just kidding. Probably the other way around, honestly. So here is a video I've watched forever ago about the Aztec death whistle. I want one. You can get them to this day. So if you are out there like me and you're kind of a creeper, I guess, because this is just
I want one too. Because they're either an instrument or something that's supposed to basically like spark fear.
Oh shit, Timothy, you printed one, dude. You got to bring that over. You got to bring that to the tournament, to the pool tournament. Oh my gosh! All right, let's play it. I'm gonna play the sound. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Whistle.
That's fucking metal, dude.
Dead whistle.
That should not. The following is audio reconstruction using samples of death whistle and recording a horse.
Oh shit! Did Aztecs have horses? I've never seen horses in any of the like photos or anything I've been looking at.
Dead whistle. It's very unique. Very unique. Imagine if I.
I didn't play it. I was all hyped for that.
I think it was like from far away. It was supposed to be or something.
Oh, okay, I was ready to get a little scared.
No. Aztecs didn't have horses until the Spaniards came, because they came on these big ships with these huge white sails in full metal, and they had horses, these giant animals, and they're like, "What the fuck are those? Let's go get some of them. Let's go trade." And we'll be super nice to these people. They definitely aren't going to kill us, probably, and they were wrong, because there was just disease alone.
It's so sad too, because they fucking offered them gold and shit. It was like, here, we'll give you some of this. Like
you just have it. We don't give a shit.
Yeah, we're yeah, that really sucks. They're like, here, you want some gold? Oh, here's some diseases for you. Here's some smallpox.
If there wasn't,
what a wonderful trade.
Everybody always shits on like the Spaniards for coming over. Oh, they give them diseases. They didn't fucking know what germs were back then. Like, they didn't plan that out. It wasn't.
I know.
Yeah, it wasn't like they were throwing dead bodies over walls. Like
it's exactly the same thing as if we were to go into that one tribe where they have no outside contact. It would be the same. Like, we know now that we would kill them. Anybody who goes over there is gonna fucking kill them, because we have diseases that they've never heard of. They don't know what the fuck's going on. Even I'm sure a common cold would fucking just destroy them.
I wouldn't doubt it. I honestly, and then it's what if it's the opposite though? Like, because we can't do any kind of biological studies on them. What if they have something that's old that we just don't know of anymore?
Oh,
like they get to the main
something
island,
that they've like adapted to that we already like eradicated.
Exactly, and then it comes back because of them. Oh my god, dirty.
Like those motherfuckers that are trying to break up the ice.
Oh yeah,
gonna get let out.
Like, don't do it. Don't do it. I say let's do it.
Stop touching stuff.
You just break it all and see what sticks. See what comes back together.
I mean, if Bill Gates wants population control, I mean, there you go.
Yeah, that's a whole other topic we got to go into. Not even
he's not a good man. I don't give a fuck what people say.
Well, I don't care what anyone says about the vaccine stuff. Like, you could be for it or against it, for all I care. He's buying up all the agriculture. He's buying up all the fucking farmland.
Dude, he's buying all of our food, and he's gonna fucking poison it.
That should scare you. The fact that he owns all that shit. And
that's why I've been trying to grow my own shit.
You call it. That's all you can do. That's all you can do now.
Just trying to grow my own whatever I can't, whatever is sustainable. And you know what I started doing? Excuse me. Not that, but so I've been studying like a lot of like Native American culture and how they grew food, because that's like the most sustainable way, because we are in fucking America you know. So all of the things that they had are available to us here now. I've been growing beans, squash, and corn all together. Because
Smart.
apparently you grow those 3 things together and your soil's fucking... It's really good for, like, they all help each other out. So I've been doing that. I'm trying to, like, get
Little
some food.
symbiosis of plants. I get it. I get you.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, the thing that people don't seem to get, like, everyone blames the cattle for, like, oh, they're ruining the planet and they're killing. You know what was here before we got here? These giant things called bison. You know, they're these giant, I don't know, cows that would be so fucking many you couldn't see the ground in some parts.
Oh, yeah, and guess what? Our lovely government got rid of them because they wanted to get rid of the Native Americans.
Not only that,
they just started murdering their fucking bison.
Yeah, and not even that. Just people in general were just shitty people, and without even thinking, they just shoot them on the side of the roads just because they're like, well, there's a lot of them, so we can do this. It's cool. Like,
I know.
There would be
now what?
There's like 20 of them on Catalina Island or something. There's some around, but nowhere near what they used to be.
Richard, how does one go about growing tacos? I would love to know.
Lamont grows tacos. Right? If you come to California, you go to Lamont. There are tacos.
I will not step 1 foot in Lamont.
You got to go there for the meat. They got some little farms, those little like shared lands, and they just grow and harvest animals all day long. Ooh,
okay, maybe fine, but I want to see what their living conditions are like.
Well, I mean, it was just an open fields. It was just well, that's a story for another day. We'll talk about this, but they was getting blasted. Hey, Steven, how you doing? Oh
hey,
man, because yeah, the harvest is real, people. It is real. But other than that, I think it's gonna wrap it for today.
Yeah. Well, there's still a lot that we didn't get into with the Aztecs because it wasn't just the human sacrificing; it was all the shit that happened after Cortez came, and we'll talk about that eventually too because that was fucking crazy. We should do a whole episode on just Cortez alone.
That would be good. I think that would be the best part, or that would be the best thing to do for that.
Yeah.
All right, folks. Y'all have a good Thursday. We will see you again.
Thank you guys for watching.
Of course. All right, peoples. Take care. Bye-bye.